Target acquired. Calculating. Commence plan. Hello, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Today, playing something a little bit different, playing Izzet Aggro, but a budget-friendly version of it. Lately, I've been playing a lot of decks that are pretty heavy on the rares and mythics, and playing a lot of rares and mythics that are really hard to justify. Tribal decks have a lot of really niche cards, and it's really hard to recommend people to craft those. If somebody comes to me and asks what they should use their wild cards on, I'm probably going to recommend things like Shocklands, Collected Companies, cards that can be used across multiple decks. I'm not going to recommend crafting Diregraph Colossus, for example. You let me craft Diregraph Colossus, and you save your wild cards. But this deck is pretty sweet because it is comprised only of commons and uncommons, and it is a deck that can easily be upgraded with a little bit of investment from your wildcards. Still, in its current form, I think it's pretty powerful, should be able to take a few games. Let's talk about it and jump into some games. So, the deck is playing 4 different creatures, 16 in total, 4 copies of Dragon Rage Channeler. This thing's sweet. It surveils every time you cast a non-creature spell, meaning you can put the top card of your library into your graveyard if you don't like it. This is particularly good because it has a Delirium ability, which says, as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, Dragon Rage Channeler gets +2/+2 and flying and has to attack each turn, but that's fine. We want to attack. Anyways, Delirium, very powerful. The problem with this deck is Delirium's a little hard to turn on because we are only playing 4 card types in the deck: creature, instants, sorceries, and lands. Still, with Dragon Rage Channeler's surveillability and another card in our deck, we should be able to fill the graveyard pretty efficiently. Next, we are also playing 4 copies of Terramander, a 1/1 for 1 with flying, but it has Adapt 4, meaning you can make it a 5/5. It does cost 8, however, that 8 is reduced by 1 generic for every instant and sorcery in the graveyard. And again, we're filling up the graveyard with the Dragon Rage Channeler anyways, and some other cards, so we should be able to activate the Adapt 4 for maybe 2 or 3 mana pretty consistently. Next, 4 copies of the new Delver of Secrets from Midnight Hunt. This card says at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card. If an instant or sorcery is revealed this way, transform the Delver of Secrets into a 3/2 flying creature. Playing a bunch of sorceries and instances in the deck, so there's a very good chance that we'll just have a Delver on the field and flip it naturally. However, we do have ways of sculpting the top of our deck, for example, Otherworldly Gaze, so should be a pretty powerful card. And then the last creature in the deck is the Sprite Dragon, a 1/1 for 2 with flying and haste. It gets +1/+1 counter every time we cast a non-creature spell. It's going to get big real quickly. The opponents certainly have to answer it. As far as our non-creature spells go, we are playing 4 copies of the new Consider. This one is going to help us fill up our graveyard. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card in your graveyard and then draw a card. Also playing 1 single copy of Opt. I had a flex spot. I put in Opt. Next, playing 2 copies of Otherworldly Gaze. This one is also a new card that says, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest on the top of your library in any order. It is also instant speed. This is pretty sweet. It's basically like a Scry 3 or Surveil 3, I guess. So we can sculpt the top of our deck, get rid of useless cards, plan something like a Delver of Secrets flip, and then it also has flashback for 2. Overall, pretty cool. And then Expressive Iteration, I've talked about this card many times. It's broken. It's great. Play it. Then over here we have some red magic, some removal. Play with Fire and Static Discharge can either hit creatures or the opponent's faces to maybe end the game. We need a little bit of reach. And then Unholy Heat is strictly creature removal. Probably a card that can be taken out of the deck if we run into like a control matchup. In the lands, unfortunately, because it is budget, we are playing a whole bunch of Izzet tap lands. That's what has to happen. I didn't want to put in my rare Izzet lands simply because I wanted to keep it budgety. Still, should be okay. It's going to be a little bit slower than the regular Izzet Aggro deck, certainly though. In the sideboard, we have some counter magic with Spell Pierce. We also have some creature counter magic with Essence Scatter, a little bit more creature removal with a Braid, Pillar Flame, and Burning Hands, and then some graveyard hate with Tormod's Crypt. It only affects target player. It doesn't hurt our graveyard. Possibly need a little bit more counter magic in the sideboard, but we'll see how the matchups go and maybe make some changes afterwards. So jump into some games and hope it goes well. See you over there. All right, playing in Historic on an extreme budget. I don't know how I feel about that. Historic is a pretty nasty place, and it could go very poorly. Opening hand looks terrible, so throw that away. This doesn't look much better either. But maybe I can get a blind flip with the Delver of Secrets. I think that's probably the only hope that I have. Could be good. Against Aussie Burn. Are they possibly playing Burn? Okay, well, at least we get a chance at flipping the Delver of Secrets. If we can get a 3-2 on 2, that's okay. It is the opposite of what we wanted, but I think I can just load up the field and go from there. Opponent is certainly playing red. Okay. Got to imagine they have some kind of removal here. Maybe a Bone Crusher Giant. It's always fun. Fatal Push. And a Witch's Oven. Okay. So flip. Oh, goodness. Decline. Okay. Well, let's attack for 3. They are down to 14. So far, the mulligan didn't help very much. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Maybe I should have Static Shocked and got the Surveil. Maybe that's my fault. Okay, let's get rid of the Mayhem Devil. They can sacrifice it, pinging one of our creatures, probably the Sprite Dragon. Yeah, I should have definitely set a stop and Static Discharge on upkeep, but it would have probably been a very similar situation. Okay. Well, that's good. So next turn, at least I know I can flip it. I have 2 types in the graveyard. I can also play Consider. Maybe get the Dragon Rage Channeler up to a 3-3. Okay. So that's good. Let's try. So yeah, put that in the graveyard. What do we have in here? I need, no, okay, this is it. Cool. I'm going to decline, no, I'm going to take action, put it in the graveyard, I don't want it. That's what I want, nice. So, I think it's Sprite Dragon just to get a little bit more extra damage in. Attack for 7. That's okay. And then we draw a little bit of action with the Sprite Dragon, get maybe a little bit more damage in. Is it possible for Izzet Budget Aggro to take down Jund Food? Oh no. Oh no. Yes. Oh, Mayhem Devil is like worst case scenario, I feel like. So, does that mean I should bring in the Essence Scatter to make sure Mayhem Devil doesn't hit the field? Maybe. They do have a lot of really annoying creatures to deal with. I wonder if I also should bring in the Abrades over maybe the Play with Fire. That's not really going to do too much, I think. So we'll try it like this. So proof of concept is all right. We can maybe steal a game here or there. Definitely don't be going into this video expecting fireworks everywhere. If I can take a couple of games here and there, that's what I'm going to be happy with. And I think that's the struggle of budget builds, unfortunately. Wizards of the Coast prints a lot of very valuable cards at rare, as you know, they should. It's a collectible card game after all. And, yeah. You got to put money into it, unfortunately. But it is a game, like anything else. Just ridiculous amounts, though. I'm really torn. I definitely think their monetary model is brutal, and every time I make a budget deck, it's like, oh my god. That's not gonna work. That's really not gonna work. But maybe this Consider can help me find another land. That's so risky. I don't want to go down any more cards, though. Oh man, what do I do? I think I get rid of the Unholy Heat. It's cheating. Okay, gain a life. Look at that, we're winning. We got 3 life on them. Okay, so time to consider a land. Oh yeah, I came in tapped. I forgot that I couldn't actually tap my tapped land. Oh, it's brutal. Yeah, I think I have to do this. Okay. Not great that it's a mountain. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to cast anything yet. I might abrade this Witch's Oven. I probably should abrade the Witch's Oven, right? Witch's Oven, it just causes way too many problems for me. It would have been really nice to Essence Scatter a 3-drop, though. We'll see. Is it possible they just have nothing? Okay, Delver of Secrets to the field. Hold up Essence Scatter, or maybe the Consider an Unholy Heat. Yeah. Okay. It was going to happen. Didn't matter if it flipped or not. Hopefully this can get some great value. Corvold. Corvold. Oh, man. It's so fun to call it like that. Alright. So we'll do Sprite Dragon. I think I'm going to consider again. Try to find another land. Decline. I want this. Okay. I never know what to do. Okay. So if they have another Corvold, in big trouble. All instances in the graveyard. Fatal Push. Sure. Gilded Goose. Okay. I wonder if I should put Unholy Heat in the graveyard. So I have currently 4. This is getting a reduction of 4. So I could make it 5, and then next turn play that out and adapt it. Okay. I think that's maybe okay. Can I adapt any time? I haven't played with adapt very much. I think I can. So no point in putting the mana into it just yet. Okay. Another Cauldron Familiar. Pretty good. They're flooding, though, so... Cool animation. Oh, that's gnarly. No reason not to block here. It's just rude, right? I'm trying to be honest over here, man. Okay, Express Federation, get me back in this game. Hey. So 1 into hand, 1 exiled and play it out. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I can adapt it again. So the adapts, you know, it's looking pretty strong, this Terramander. I remember when it first came out, I was so hyped for this card. I remember picking up 4 copies very early, and I don't think I ever played it once. At that time, I was playing Izzet Phoenix in Modern. And, yeah, it wasn't quite good enough for that Izzet Phoenix deck. And then Faithless Looting got banned, and then, you know how it went. Sadness for everyone. I wonder if I should not block this time when they attack. Just because I don't want them... I want them to sack the food for 3 mana, not for... No, it doesn't matter, does it? Alright. Well. Cool animation again. I really like that. Okay. I think it ends up being about the same here to do this. Imagine struggling with Terramanders, right? It's a cute little guy. Never understood the art, though. I don't know what the balloon thing on the back is. Is that, like, part of them? What kind of luck is this, opponent? Can you maybe not? Just keep finding every answer you could possibly need? No, thank you. Dragon Rage Channeler's fine. I need to get a land in the graveyard, maybe? Yeah. So, definitely want, like, Static Discharge off the top. What else would be good? Play with Fire would be pretty good. Okay. No blocking this time. It's Death Touchy. They should put out the Cauldron Familiar, draw, get a couple of triggers. I was going to say they've seen more cards than we have, but that's actually not true. Oh, Soul Guide Lantern. And Clothis. More cheating from the opponent. Very, very dishonest. But they do have to make a choice if they want to draw or exile. They're definitely going to exile the graveyard. At least well, maybe not. They have Clothis. Okay. All I can do... Yeah, gain a life. Gain a life? Yeah. They leave the graveyard alone. Okay. Again, Clothis can help them drain all the vital cards out of here, so... They need to eat a sorcery or the 1 land that we put in. Like, there's no way this is ever flying. Alright. What's going on? Gotta figure out this green screen and why it's phasing out sometimes. I think it's yeah, there it goes again. Sorry. Pretty upset. I'm actually fading out because of how upset I am. Maybe that's what's going on, right? Is there any reason to continue this charade? No. Okay. We'll get them in game 3. I'm going to fix my arm. I don't know how to fix it. Actually, I'm not going to fix it. I'll do it between match 1 and 2. Alright. Maybe. Maybe it's better. Budget lands. Budget lands being a little harsh. I'm going to keep it just because I can maybe opt and find or consider and find what I need. The arm's still going. Thought I fixed it. Green screens. Not the easiest things, I've come to learn. They are incredibly temperamental, I find. Especially when you get them in a situation where lighting is maybe not the most ideal. Don't want that. Put it in the graveyard. Okay. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Green screens. Technology that eludes me. If you have any advice, I'd love to hear it. Okay, Soul Guide Lantern for the opponent. Sure. I think I would have taken the land there. It doesn't really matter, but... Okay, let's opt. Could Unholy Heat that Cauldron Familiar, but I think it's just kind of useless, right? I really need a land. Okay. At least it was a red source, which maybe will help me get some things going on in the future. No tech. They choose not to draw, which is probably smart. I'm okay with that. I think so. I think I'm very, very okay with that. Okay, expressive iteration for all the monies. Give me my lands. So I'll definitely be playing out that land. The consider, good. Okay, so consider into hand. Dragon Rage Channeler into the library, and then the campus goes here. Let's just put out that. They're looking at the Prismari campus and saying, why would anybody play a Prismari campus? It's because I want to scry 1 for the low value of 4 mana. What a fantastic deal we have going on here at MTG Arena today. Have excess money? Scry. Really? Opponent. Leave my Delvers of Secrets alone, please. Alright. Okay. Do I want the expressive iteration in hand? I think I do, because it's so good. And then we'll put the mountain in the bin. Oh, in the deck. I always think it goes to the graveyard, but it goes here. And then should I just cast Consider? Just to get a little bit of extra damage in? Maybe? Graveyard. Okay. Sure. So they were afraid of the Terramander growing. That's fine. We got to rebuild the graveyard, but it can be done. They're having troubles with their mana. Obviously, not finding a red source is fantastic for me. Not so fantastic for the opponent. But they're playing Jund Food. I don't wish them any well. Dragon Rage Channeler. Expressive Iteration. Get a couple of triggers. Put that in the graveyard. Because I do want to land in there for the inevitable thing there. Okay, put this into hand. I don't think I played a land this turn yet. So, yeah, we'll do this. And do I just, like, fully go for it? think I want to kill them quicker than... as quickly as possible, right? Isn't that the goal? If I get hit by another Maelstrom Pulse, it would be bad. But I can't imagine... and I'm going to say this. I can't imagine a Junfood playing more than 2 Maelstrom Pulses. It would never, ever happen, right? Could you imagine a board wipe right now? What would it be? Oh, there's the red source, so... okay. Binding's bad, but it's not the worst. And can I actually... I can't adapt it yet. So, let's destroy the artifact. Get some triggers. Hello. Hello, kitty cat. So what do I need in the graveyard? I need an instant, which will be the Abrade. So the Dragon Rage Channeler is online. Don't want it. Okay. So this is 7 damage. Unholy Heat. If only it could go face. Still, they need something huge. They are very low on resources. They could heal up to potentially 8, though. Something to keep in mind. Wouldn't this be something? Beating Junfood. I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't say it. Don't want to jinx it. Fight Rexian Tower, sure. So even if they play Corvold, though, we could potentially deal 6 damage to it. I think that gets it. Are they drawing? No. Yeah, maybe they're drawing. Okay. So they got 3 mana. They don't have... What can they do with 3 mana? That would be devastating. They've already done all their sacrificing. Oh, they have 4 mana. Okay. Not worried about Klothys. Come on. Come on. Give me my satisfaction. Help me prove this concept. Budge Izzet can work against very, very good decks. Oh, the anticipation's killing me. Yeah, yes. Doesn't care. Doesn't matter. Video's over. Play Budge Izzet Aggro if you want. If you want to win. Next one. All right. Match 2. Is it Budge Aggro? Oh man, I'm coming off a huge high with that win there. That's... Whew. Alright, opening hand looks sweet. Got some mono white going on in the opponent's court. They're playing the appropriate sleeves. I like that. Oh, maybe it's... that's Orzhov, though, right? Uh-huh. Well, I guess I have to barbecue the Luminarch now. Yeah, let's do that. Don't think I need it. Okay. Sure. Not blocking, so hit him. This one might be a rough one. Elite Spellbinder. Sure. Play with Fire gone, maybe? Might have to use the Play with Fire to hit the Elite Spellbinder. Yeah. Just representing a lot of damage. Yeah, let's do it. I don't really need this in the graveyard. I already have lots of instances. But what am I doing? What's wrong here? View browser. There we go. Uh-oh. Everything's glitched out. Oh no. What? I guess I keep it? But uh-oh. Did I break the game? What's going on here? Okay, alright. Whatever that was all about. So, instant in that, and this will be sorcery. So if I put this in the graveyard, I will have it. But I think I want that card. So, play that, and then play that. Okay, and then static discharge. Static discharge is really important, but I don't think I can... Yeah, I think I have to. Okay, put that in hand. In the library, over there. So we'll put this here. Play this out. Play Otherworldly Gaze. I should be able to turn on this. I just need the creature. My small brain can't comprehend things. Yeah, it's got to go in the graveyard. Okay. Put one in the grave, or put up to them in the graveyard. Let's do that. And then we'll keep Unholy Heat on top. And attack with this. So pretty good board. If they try to go with the Faceless Haven again, I can block with the Dragon Rage Channeler. Okay. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Okay. So we have a lot of firepower, but only 2 red sources. So I have to attack. And this is all instant speed, no sorcery. Am I killing this? Taking 5, using the Unholy Heat on the Faceless Haven. I think the Terramander's okay. Okay. Doesn't look good. But try to fight through it. Down to 2. Terramander on top. I can use it next turn. Play with fire, hitting the Skyclave Apparition. Getting a 1/1. So I have to attack. Put this out. I'll be able to pump that up. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You know, the deck is doing okay. We'll do this now. So I have to pay 1. I don't think I want that. Resolve. No. Yeah, I'll pay. Okay. Ranger Captain is really good. I wonder if they're going to underestimate the Terramander. They have the Giant Killer, so they're certainly not underestimating the Terramander, because... Okay. So they can kill it next turn. I think I have to do it, right? Unholy Heat is not good enough. So, I have to attack there. They're going to kill the Terramander anyways with the Giant Killer, so there's no reason not to attack with it. Am I just dead then? Yeah. So my last bit of hope is Expressive Iteration. They don't use the Ranger Captain of Eos. And then Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. And then I find like a burn spell. Maybe I should have done this in a little bit of a different order. But they don't seem to want to use the Ranger Captain. They should. Bin. It's got to be Play with Fire. Or Static Discharge. Don't crack Ranger. Don't crack Ranger. They're thinking about it. Oh! Okay, it's still fine though, right? Okay, okay. So I put this into hand. Library there. And then this goes out. So it's still the same plan. Upkeep. Opt. And dig for that. Because there's nothing else I can do to win here, right? Okay, no. Maybe I play this a little bit smarter. Unholy Heat on the Esper Sentinel block here. And they get in for 1. That's going to be better, right? Okay. 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 That's fine. Oh, heart's going. So this goes... Actually, I should just kill the Thraben Inspector. There's no reason not to kill a Thraben Inspector. They're going to draw, but don't need it. I'll pay 1 because I'm not going to use that mana for anything anyways. Okay. They take the opt. What a game. What a I don't like this. Actually having... Yes! Oh. I actually have to think, and it's really hard, right? This game is supposed to be a lot easier. I've been playing too much mono red. This is the problem. All right, enough gum flapping. What am I bringing in? Pillar of Flame seems okay. Maybe I'm not even sure I need it actually. A Braid also seems fine. This is only green, yeah. And do I want Essence Scatter? Maybe not. So what doesn't feel great in the deck? Maybe Otherworldly Gaze, just kind of get rid of some of these draw spells, the ones that are just going to essentially spin my wheels, and then bring in just damage and just try to control the board. I think that's probably what the plan's going to be. Is it just Consider out? Go like that? Alright. Yeah. Oh, very stressful. Very stressful. Maybe I would have thrown that one away if I hadn't started talking through it. Okay, game says no, no, no. Get rid of the land. It's going to be a little bit slow, but that's fine if we can take out their... Oh, what is it called? The one that gets +1/+1 counters on everything. Oh, okay, that's fine. It kind of sucks. Let's just get rid of her now. I can't pay for it. They get to draw a card. Esper Sentinel, super great. Especially against our deck. Sure. Oh. Alright, so every time I cast a spell, they are now drawing an infinite number of cards. That being said, maybe I should just kill both of them with the Unholy Heat and the Play with Fire. They're going to just draw one card. They'll draw two cards once. It's only the first time you do it a turn. We'll do this. Yeah. So they refilled their hand. That's kind of nice for them. Ouch. I don't like all these, the Luminarch Aspirant, that's the one I was trying to think. They're all rares, aren't they? I'm starting to, when I get to the end of my videos, and I kind of, sometimes I say, you know, how were the, you know, how's the budget on this deck? How many rares are in this deck, or whatever? I shouldn't have played. I think I've lost this one, no matter what. Yeah, I shouldn't have played out the land. You know, you break down the land or the cards and you see rares and mythics and whatever, and it's always amazing at how small the uncommon and the common columns are. A little bit, it's sad to see how low they are. We're kind of getting stomped on this one. I don't know if anything could have gone differently. I got the first game, it's fine. But yeah, the abundance of rares is a little striking to me. Okay. Especially rares. Mythics, yeah, sometimes they need crafting, but it really feels like the rare slot is the one that's the most damning. Okay, get to play first. Get to mulligan our hand because it's complete garbage. Throw away the Terramander and hope for some blind Delver flips. That's the game we're playing. Dauntless Bodyguard for the opponent, sure. Okay. Next turn, we'll get a double flip. That's what the game has built me up for. That's what we're doing. It's fine. It's fine. Take two. Here we go. Reveal. Ah, yeah, reveal. It's a good one, too. So, let's Unholy Heat your face. Not your face, your Thalia. And swing in for 6. I think the deck definitely needs a little bit more counter magic. I put in a lot of these burn spells because I kind of thought that would be a good way to like end games, a little bit of reach. But now that I'm kind of seeing how it's playing, maybe it really is maybe a little bit more counter magic. Maybe. Once you get to a place like this. Yeah. Can we afford to take another hit? Yes. Let's race. So, they need to clear the skies. Luminarch Aspirant, irrelevant. Thalia's Lieutenant, maybe relevant. 15, 9, 12, 13. 13 damage? Yes! What? Look at this go! Look at us go! One more. All right. It feels a little sad that this budget deck is actually performing better than the last couple decks. Like the Spirits deck that I put out. Oh, that deck was Struggle City, man. Add a little bit of a crossroads here. Do I believe in the island and the consider helping me find my second land? Because if I do, these expressive iterations are certainly going to find me the third and fourth land. This is crazy. Terragaz, okay. Playing something special. Okay, things changed. Prismary Campus coming to the rescue, helping us scry away things. What's the opponent up to? What does this mean when people are scrying lands? Or playing scry lands? Because I think everybody knows what this means. When you see a Prismary Campus, you're like, oh yeah, okay. But when you see, like, this, it seems a little unusual to me. Okay, lands. Perfect. Let's put Opt in hand Pteramander in there and this here. Play out that, and then I think I'm going to consider put that in the graveyard? Yeah, put that in the graveyard. Draw another consider. Okay. Okay. Stormwing Entity would be really nice to have in this deck. That's, I think, one of the main cards that I feel like I'm really missing. Alright. Otherworldly Gaze into hand. Pteramander in there. That there. Play out that. Play out this. Attack for 5. And I'm doing it this way because I know how much damage, direct damage I have here. If I need to start going on like a burn plan. Certainly the opponent's got to play a real card though, right? Not just lands? What? Sideboarding. Oh, wow. I'm really disappearing right now. Oh, goodness gracious. After I get these videos done, got to figure that out. I don't know how to sideboard. I feel like Spell Pierces might be what I want. I'm going to bring in 2 Spell Pierces. Take out the 2 Unholy Fire. You know what? I think I'm going to bring in 3. Yeah, try that. Hopefully I'm not fading out the whole time. I don't want... I hate when I look over and I see that the green screen is doing some funky things, because I sit there and I set it and I set it and I set it, but I can't be looking at it the whole time. Sometimes it just decides to do funky things. I think it's how I move. Mulligan. Risky. Really risky. Yeah, I think it's how I move, and maybe the way the light's bouncing off of my chair, or yeah, creating a shadow on the green screen, something along those lines. Okay, another 1-land wonder here. No, there's no point in upkeep. Yeah, reveal. Get rid of that. Draw land. Always lucky. The opponent better reveal what they're up to. This is so bizarre to me. Okay. I'm not going to put out the Pteramander. I think I'll Otherworldly Gaze. Just in case something weird happens at that stop. Shouldn't need it. Okay, put that in the graveyard. And then I'm going to leave the Spell Pierce on top, because I think I'm going to need it. I feel like they're up to some kind of weird shenanigans. I'm gonna put out the Pteramander. I don't need it. I got the lethal here, but oh, it's a Throes of Chaos deck. Oh, okay. I don't know why I don't know why I didn't put that together. But yeah, now I don't feel bad at all. Not at all. This is fantastic. 3-0 with the Izzet Budget aggro deck. Fantastic. Wrap up. All right, a little bit of a different position for the wrap up. I don't want to move the cards around. They're all over there because they're all 1-drops and my big head would be in the way. Yeah. The deck's sweet. I think it can play well, obviously. It took some games down really well. Maybe more counter magic needs to be added to the deck somewhere. That's something that I'm going to have to look into. We had lots of burn spells. The burn, honestly, it kind of felt okay, but not as impactful as I kind of expected it to. I'm not sure. Maybe that's something I should consider playing around with. Maybe Spell Pierces in the main, some kind of spell interaction anyways in the main, just to protect our turn 2 Delver of Secrets and that. If we can get that flipped on turn 2 to a 3/2, you know, it's a really hard thing for the opponent to deal with. They got to deal with it quickly, and if we have some way of stopping it, hey, that's pretty cool. The deck should upgrade very easily. I actually haven't looked at a normal Izzet Aggro deck, but I'm going to try to look for some non-budgetary version of the deck and probably put it up on the screen over there somewhere. And if I can't find one, it's just going to be a cute little puppy. Anyways, thanks for sticking around. It's tell me what you think about this budget build of the deck. Kind of threw it together. It felt good. I thought I'd make a video on it. Do you want to see more of this? I'm not sure I have the mental capacity to figure out more aggro decks, but yeah, I'll try it. Why not? Right? Anyways, take care for now. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.